Coming from the Caveman Studios in Buffalo, New York. Welcome to Caveman Corner with your host, Jeff.
Captain Caveman!
Thanks.
Click subscribe and the bell. Do it now!
Hey everybody, I'm here with Don Walton, Elite Fighting Promotion promoter. And he's going to have some great fights coming up in September, right? I believe.
Yes, sir. September 20th.
And we're going to talk about that. And we got to talk about your little trip in Italy. You're in Italy right now. So it's like 2 a.m. So could you tell people why you're in Italy right now?
So I have a student that just competed in the WBC World Festival. The WBC, sorry, I'm going to quote it wrong for a second. WBC Muay Thai World Festival, and he just won. So he's been fighting every single day that we've been here. And he's 13 years old. He beat a kid from China, beat a kid from France, and then just beat a kid in the finals from Netherlands. And he won by TKO in that final fight. So, yeah, I got a 13-year-old that's a world champion right now in Muay Thai.
That's sweet. I know you got to be a happy coach, man.
I am very, very. I knew that he was going to do well. I wasn't sure how we were going to stack up against the rest of the world, but here we are.
Wow. Now he's fighting the best around the world, his age, and that's great, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm happy. So
it's
really cool.
Yeah, and especially coming from New York State, somebody from New York State doing that in capital region, right?
Yeah, it's unheard of.
Yeah,
especially at how young he is. The kid has aspirations where he wants to be in one championship one day. That's his goal right now.
Yeah, nothing can stop him by himself. So he got to just keep on training and keep working, right?
Exactly. So I'm very, very happy with his progress. But I tell everybody, like, I don't make the kid do anything he doesn't want to do. He willingly gets up every day and runs, and before bed he runs. He's just always working his ass off. He's constantly training. I don't force him to do anything. He just wants to do it, and I tell him this is what you need to do if that's your goal, and then he does it.
Wow. So you're a gym owner, right?
I run a program. The owner is James Bruchak, but I run the Muay Thai and I teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for him.
So you was a fighter, right? Of course you was.
I was. I retired now. So my last fight was. I tell people there's like every fighter has this fire in them, and at some point the fire goes. And like I felt like I was running real hot my last fight, and then after I got done, I felt at the moment I stepped out of the cage, it just went, and it was like a very peaceful feeling for me. And whatever was in me that needed that doesn't need that anymore.
Right. I respect that. I mean, I felt the same way when I was fighting. I started when I was older, and then like I had a few fights and I had a few injuries, and I was like, you know what? I can't do this no more.
Yeah. For me, I just started to fall in love with teaching and coaching, and like, you fight for damn near nothing at a certain point, and I had a choice to make in my head where I go, do I want to keep fighting and tormenting myself per se, or do I want to help others? Like, I've been through a lot as a fighter, and I just was like, I'd rather just bring up everyone else and bring up the next generation of fighters. Like, I think I'm good.
Yeah. And I gotta say, where I went to visit your promotion, your show you had, and man, the fight was great, man. I was impressed. I enjoyed myself. I had a great time. Man, you guys put on a great show.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And that was another thing, I didn't expect it to be as successful as it is. I thought like, okay, it'll probably be something, nothing crazy. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh wow, this actually turned out to be something amazing. And again, I did it for one reason and one reason only, is our area needed a little more variety. There are other promotions around us, of course, but I just decided to go, I want to do something different. And I felt that it was needed, and especially the mix of Muay Thai and MMA that we have. I like a nice hybrid show. I think it's amazing.
Man, I agree 100% on that. Now I know you setting up for another show in September. Um, can you tell the fans about that? Who
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
or is,
So,
if it's still a little early?
oh no, dude, I can already tell you, I've already started matchmaking. It's funny. The last two shows I did, all of a sudden my inbox blows up, and there's people like, "I want to fight so I saw that fight," and I'm like, I usually like to give the fighters that just fought on my show like a week or two before I reach out to them. And especially with this Italy trip coming up, I barely even had to try. But our main event, I'll tell you, right now is it's pending. Because I don't know if you saw Logan Samaria's fight, he took a little damage, and so I'm waiting for a doctor to look at his leg just to make sure that everything's intact, which we'll see. But
Okay.
right now, the pending main event is Logan Samaria versus Victor Elizondo.
Whoa. Now that's gonna be a fight,
Mm-hmm.
man.
And
Like people that love. It's gonna be a multi fight, right?
yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
It's gonna be. It's probably gonna be one of man the best fights of the year. It's gonna be a great fight. Them two dudes, man. they some fighters, man.
And every show just keeps getting better and better. And I know it's cheesy to say because a lot of shows will say this as like a marketing ploy, but I really feel like my last show was the best show I've ever had, and I think the next one's going to be even better. Like it just keeps improving the quality as time goes on.
Yeah. Yeah, it always seems that way. It always seems to get better and better, especially if you got a good matchmaker. I'm pretty sure you from the
I
last
mean,
show I
that's me.
saw, from the
That's
last
me.
show I saw, it was man, each fight was like good, man.
Yeah, I try and make it as evenly matched as I can. Obviously, once in a while, unfortunately, I'm not perfect. Once in a while, a fight will happen where we just go, "Oh, that guy was clearly that much better." Like that, and even then, it was still an entertaining fight. That knockout by a boss, like
Yep,
that was. People are still talking about it. People are
yep.
still sharing it. It's currently the most viral video from that show.
Yeah, when I seen that fight, when I saw that knockout, man, I was like, wow.
Were you commentating on that one?
Yes, yes, I was.
Okay. May I just say, by the way, I was surprised that like I always I think I told you this. I've always seen pictures of you from like K4 and out west, and when I saw you in person, like, holy fuck, this guy is jacked. He is huge.
Yeah, it's working out and eating pizza,
Well, I was just surprised. I was like, oh wow, you are a lot more man than I thought you were gonna be.
Oh man, yeah, man, I had a great time, man. I was with Benfield, who's a great guy, a good commentator. I like Ben, man. He's like a little brother to me. Caveman, like my big brother, and it was cool, man. You know, I'll definitely come into September. I'm gonna probably drive Caveman over there, but I'm
Hell
definitely
yeah.
gonna be there.
Dude, you're more than welcome anytime. Are you kidding me? That was so much fun having you guys there. Especially like Ben right now seems to be enjoying the switching around whoever he wants in the commentary booth. And
Yeah,
he asked me just like, "Who do you want?" I'm just like, "You get to decide, dude. I don't care. Like I know for a fact you know good commentators. Put them in there. Just have fun with it, man. I'm very much about letting my friends to a point be able to like be part of what I do, and I'm very thankful that our show has been as successful as it is, and that we've been able to make it what it is. And also, like my girlfriend is the manager during the event because there are things that I don't have time to handle because I'm putting out fires left and right and dealing with stuff. Of course,
right.
this show always runs so smoothly. There's never a problem whatsoever. But like,
Is it?
it's,
Can
yeah.
it be stressful for you?
Oh yeah, dude. I'm not like during it. Like I tend to put on a good face, but between you, me, and all the listeners, yeah, it's stressful as hell. I'm
Yep.
stressed the fuck out during it, but each show gets a little bit better. I'm treating it right now kind of like how my fight career was, where like when I first started, like you would be anxious and get myself all pumped up, and like each show gets a little bit better and a little bit easier to deal with the adrenaline. Mind you, every time the show gets done, I kind of have to sit down and I'm like, oh, I don't feel right. Like it's just almost that adrenaline dump. So I don't know if that'll ever fully go away. But fighting at one point for me became like breathing. Like it was just another day in the office for me. So I'm hoping promoting as time goes on will happen. And when I talk to other friends of mine that are way more experienced promoters than me, they're like, we kind of just accept like, oh, that just thing that's supposed to be detrimental just happened. Oh well, and they just learn to just brush it off. I'm hoping I reach that level at some point, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I can't imagine being a promoter. I know the stress. It's not for
I
everybody.
Yeah, I tell everyone it's like I decided to throw a big party, and I don't know if anybody's coming. And every time the crowd gets nice and filled up, I've had out of the 4 shows I've done, I've had 2 sold out crowds so far. And even then, like when it's not sold out, it's still a good crowd. It's still the bills get paid and
Yep.
everything's fine. It always turns out for the best and everything works out just fine. But unfortunately, as well, the city center is such a huge venue. Like, you know how much you got to do to pack that place?
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta say, man, when I went in there, it was nice and cold in there. I thought it was gonna be hot. It was nice and cold. I was impressed with that.
Yeah, that's because it's a quality venue and like they have an HVAC system, which speaking of which, dude, oh my god! So these fights in Italy right now, holy shit! It is so hot out here, and we're inside of this stadium, and everybody's just dying from the heat, and like the heat outside and the inside, it feels the fucking same. And like, I guess it's decent for fighters to get warmed up, but like they have us wear these obnoxiously huge tracksuits to represent the U.S. team, while other teams are like, we're just gonna make T-shirts, and I'm like, why the hell? This is awful.
Wow. What part of Italy you at?
I'm in Verona, which, hilarious enough, my Italian side of my family, when they moved to America, came from Verona. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, of course they're disappointed in me. I don't speak a lick of Italian as I'm trying. And I say, dude, okay, this has been happening to me the whole time I've been here. I've been walking up, like, I'll just walk up to, like today, I just went to go get gelato. I didn't say a word, not a fucking word left my mouth. I walk up to the counter and they just start speaking English to me. And I look at the guy and I'm just like, all right, I gotta know. What is it about me that screams, this dude doesn't speak Italian? And they're just like, the guy's just like, we can just tell. We can just tell you're American. We can look at our own people, identify them. And I'm like, is it the way I dress? Is it because I'm covered in tattoos? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I can see that. I mean,
I'm
when
almost offended though. I'm like, what? I'm part Italian.
yeah, I guess they could, like, I don't know. Where are you originally from? Are you from like New York City or?
No, I was born in Europe. Actually, my father was military, and
Oh,
so yeah. But it's just funny. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I could be Italian. You don't know, but
you got to talk with your hands.
exactly. It's like when I was in Thailand. Whenever I went to certain temples and stuff, it would say foreigner entrance, and I'm like, I know I'm not Thai, but I don't know why, but that offends me. Like, I want to go through the entrance the Thais are going through.
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. Um, yeah, man. That kid is awesome, man. Fighting out there, winning.
Yeah. And we made some good connections with other teams from the U.S., so we got some
Oh,
more
yeah?
exciting fights coming too.
Nice. Makes a nice connection. That's always good.
I'm trying. I'll drop a hint for the fans right now. There may be a very exciting pro fight coming our way, a pro Muay Thai fight specifically, because MMA is a pain in the ass to try and make pro in New York because the regulations are stupid. So,
and the insurance costs too, right?
that's the problem. The insurance to run a pro Thai fight is the same as running an amateur Thai fight. But to run a pro MMA fight, I don't think I'll ever even have that kind of money in my lifetime. So you need
You
like
gotta
$1
be,
million just to
yeah,
start the process.
you gotta have the USC money.
Yeah, exactly. So you gotta have what I call fuck you money. Like you
Yeah,
can just do whatever you want.
you know what? New York State is so backwards when it comes to combat sports, especially MMA. You know, they don't. It just don't make no sense.
Yeah, there is discussion of a collab where we're discussing going to Vermont, where the regulations are a lot more lenient on certain
Okay.
things cost wise. So that way we can do some professional MMA fights out there for people. So we're looking into some areas out there. So that'll
Oh,
probably be happening next year, but still.
that's cool.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, the upcoming show in September, I've already got several matchups made. I don't want to announce anything. I
Yep.
feel like it's bad luck whenever you make an announcement, but
Oh no no
yeah.
no 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 no. What we probably do is like maybe have you on like we try to get you on like maybe a week before the show.
Oh, hell yeah.
Maybe we could talk to some of the fighters and have you on and
Absolutely.
do some promotional promotion
Absolutely.
stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, I would
definitely
love
will help.
nothing more. It's gonna be a fun one, especially because there's nothing going on in town during that time. I find that trying to schedule stuff during track season is just chaos. So
Yeah.
but yeah, no, this will be a fun one. And I'm waiting for confirmation, so I'm not gonna say anything yet, but Abbas Abba Jabir will most likely be making a return for a title fight this time around. So I don't know. That was very exciting for me the last show too, where I don't know, I felt very much like Vince McMahon, where he made a call out saying, "Dog, where's my title?" And so I hop in the cage stand. I'm like, "You want that title? You got it."
Yeah, they remind me of Vince.
Yeah, I just was like, "Yeah," and then I went backstage with my boss. I'm like, "Oh my god, thank you so much. That was so much fun." Like, but he's one of, in my opinion, I've watched him over the years, and I'm glad I got him on the last two shows he was on. He's a very exciting fighter and definitely has
Yeah,
lots of potential to knock somebody right out. So
yeah. I couldn't believe that knockout. It was like as soon as he landed that first shot, and that came with I don't know, it just looked like kind of like a video game, kind of
yeah,
how the guy fell back.
I wanted to be like, what's that movie where it's like, "Hey, you want to see a dead body?"
Oh, Bush in the Hood.
That's the one. That straight up is what it reminded me of. I was just like, "Oh god," and I was genuinely concerned at first that like the one thing that I have yet to have happen is the ambulance takes somebody away. Because when the ambulance leaves, the show has to stop until the ambulance gets back. So
Oh wow, that's true. Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. But thank God, you know, we like the knockouts, but thank God he wasn't
yeah.
hurt. You know, we don't
I
like
saw
to see
some.
we don't like to see the fighters get hurt. We like the knockout and everything, but we don't like to see the fighters
It's a
get
double edged sword for me because I'm like, yeah, I'm like, oh god,
hurt.
I'm responsible. I
Yeah,
have to. That's on me now. Fuck.
yeah,
So that's the only thing, especially as the promoter, where I'm just like, that's why there's insurance, of course, and that's fine. Like it's not going to be anything extra for me, but I look at it and I'm just like, oh, I'm the one in charge of that shit. And so it's funny to me because I just look at it where like I've avoided a lot of responsibility in my life, and now I'm taking on all the responsibility. But it took me a while to learn. There were definitely mistakes made between my first show and my last show, and just growing things and figuring stuff out. And I think we got a good rhythm, and especially, oh hey, Avaz, hi buddy. Yeah, we
yeah.
were talking. We weren't talking about that knockout or anything. God, hi Ben. So, but yeah, no, it's gonna be a very exciting show. And on top of that as well, I really enjoy the mixed shows. I find that our area hasn't had that. Jeff!
What a shaking dog.
How much
Congratulations on your dude.
dude, thank you. He made the kid cry, so I kind of felt bad for that, but at the same time I was like, well, we won.
Yeah, he's not crying. He didn't really win. Like for
Exactly.
my guys, if they don't cry, they have to give their medal back.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You do something different with your beard, it looks very nice and groomed.
I just sparred for like hours today, so it's just worn in.
But yeah, no, just in Italy right now. Which, by the way, Northern Italy, not great pizza. I'm gonna be
What?
real. So Kilkenny, I called him, complained about it, and I guess he knows everything about food. And he's just like, he goes, "You're in Northern Italy." He goes, "You idiot! You gotta go south if you want good pizza." He's like, "Then you're in Northern Italy. They're more about like white sauce and fish." And I'm just like, okay. And then I was like, he was right. Like, but the
Yeah.
pizza is. I'm sorry, man. New York's got better pizza than what I've tried here so far.
Heck yeah, I like to hear that.
Also, they
Tom
don't make
Segura
it by
likes
the
to hear that.
slice. They give you a whole pizza, and then you got to eat it with a fork and a knife. And if you like fold it up, they just look at you a little like, what the fuck is this guy's problem?
Yeah, tell me from America, dog.
Also, the public bathrooms, you got to pay money if you want to go take a leak in them.
What?
Yeah.
Was it like a card reader on a door? You got to swipe in?
No, they only take cash. That's the awful part too.
Oh my god!
I
It's
think
like,
gyms should start charging
yeah. Also,
$2.
dude, check this out. All the water bottles do. I'm sorry. I know we should be talking about any other thing, but dude, check this out. All the water bottles, the cap stays attached,
Ew.
right?
Wow.
At first, I didn't like it, but it is convenient. But yeah,
Don't lose it
I
that
don't
way.
know,
dude.
man. It's weird, but yeah, no, my boy, he had a really good fight, and the entire U.S. team. We came in second. England got first. We beat Italy though, so there's that.
Nice.
It went England, USA, and then Australia.
Man, did you have to fight any kangaroos?
Dude, oh my God. I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking about, fuck it, the tournament's over. What do I care? Dude, the Australians almost got kicked out of the tournament.
Was it
So
wild or what?
the night before the tournament, they went out and like I guess a bunch of them got like super drunk and naked in the streets of Verona and tried to fight the police, and the
Oh.
mayor was gonna like shut down the tournament because of it.
Oh wow.
Damn, dude. That's crazy.
They were the most obnoxious out of everybody, like out of all the English speaking countries, I should say. The French were the worst. The French were, but they're the French, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, 100%. I got a question for you. So, me and Ben talk about this every time that we do a show. Why do you have you guys stand up in between rounds?
It's 2 minutes. What the fuck do you need to sit down for?
Man, I'm old, dude. I need to sit down every round. I need like someone to give me some water and like just need to relax. You have a little Zen moment for like 30 seconds and go out and fight someone.
I feel like personally, and this is my career, when you sit down, your heart rate just drops so low, and then like you don't want to get back up. So I'm like, no, just stay standing. You do it in sparring. Nobody sits down in sparring. Why are we sitting down in the fight?
5 minutes is a long time, so I do 5-minute rounds. I need breaks in between.
Yeah, my last fight, I stood up the whole time.
Yeah, that's crazy. I always make fun of Ben. I always tease him like, Ben, he's sitting down. I know you hate that, and he gets mad. He always says, "That's a Don Walton thing, not me." But I always gotta like bust
It's
the
a
balls about
2-minute round
it.
most of the time. 3 minutes is the MMA, and even that ain't a long time. Like, I don't know, just get some cardio. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, you don't sit down when you're sparring in the gym, or you sitting down in the fight. You're just letting your heart rate drop too low. But it's funny you say that. The first time I ever cornered my girlfriend for a fight, I go in without the stool. She goes, "Can I have the stool?" I go, "No." And she like got mad at me, and I'm like, "Take it out on her."
That's awesome. Yeah, I always bring this stool in. I like to sit. I don't know.
It's funny though, because later on, as I was training, she goes, "It actually does help not using the stool." I go, "Yeah, you get your heart rate drops too low, in my opinion."
I want that. I want to recover my heart rate down and like nothing and come out calm again. I'm a more calm fighter though. I think I'm not sure that's great for everyone, but I do like to recover like fully and come back out like as a fresh round.
Yeah, I like to have my heart going a little bit, like let it go down a little bit, but I find it. I'm also a slow starter personally, so like if my heart rate drops too low, it takes a minute for it to come back up, I guess.
The only thing I would recommend not sitting down for is if you're getting your legs tore up. Like you take a lot of leg kicks, you probably shouldn't sit down.
Yeah, that or if it was I kind of figured it out where years ago I had a fight where I almost got knocked out and the round was over. I went back. My coach wouldn't let me sit down. He goes, "If you sit down, you're not getting back up." And he took the most ice cold water that he had just left in the ice bucket the whole day, opened up my shorts and dumped it directly on my crotch.
Oh no.
It
worked?
worked. I woke the
Yeah.
fuck up after.
That's funny. Yeah. So when's the next show?
September 20th. We were just talking about this.
Yep.
Oh,
The
I'm sorry.
the potential. I'm waiting to hear back about Logan's leg. I don't know if you saw his last fight. He took a little,
Yeah, I saw.
almost took a little spill, and then he sucked it up and said, "I'm a man. I will die here." Um, but there, the to be determined right now is Logan Samaria versus Victor Elizondo. If it's not that show, it'll be our next show for sure. So I'm waiting to just hear back from Logan on his knee, but I wanted to give it time first to let it
Yeah.
heal.
He was limping
Um,
around pretty good after the fight. We called that fight, and that was a great fight. Logan just showed his dominance, and we called it with Vic. And man, that's a great setup. And I
Yep.
think that's going to be such a great battle. It's probably one of the best battles in local tie in a long time.
well, it's interesting for me personally because like I try and think ahead, and so after my card is made, I try and think like, okay, who is gonna fight who the next like the fight cards when I try. I haven't tried yet. I already got 5 confirmed, but the fight cards, like when I try, it takes me maybe 2 weeks, and then after that, I'm like, all right, cool, that's put together, and it's just my inbox is full. But I haven't been trying because I've been focused on being here in Italy.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
it's interesting because I always try and think ahead, and I go, okay, here's the title fight, and that's great, and it's awesome to have a title fight. Where do we go from here? And I was talking to Mike Hannon, and we are just like, Victor would be a great, secondary afterwards to be like, okay, this already we're moving on to title defense here, and then Abbas, same thing. I have somebody I'm waiting to hear back from, but if it's I won't announce it yet, but I think it'll be a really nice even matchup, and I think that no matter what, somebody's going to go lights out.
Man,
So
that a
we'll see.
boss fight. That knockout was one of the best knockouts we've seen ever
Yep.
in Elite. Like it was so clean.
Yeah, unfortunately, for me as a promoter now, it's funny. As a fan, I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah. And as a promoter, I look at it and I'm just like, oh god, I'm liable.
That's still gotta be great every time you watch that reel, even if it's like you're like, oh shit, hopefully I don't got paid so much for this. But like
Yeah,
that's just such good great publicity. Like you can just put that on every promo that you run from now until the end of time.
that is right now the greatest knockout that we've had on our show yet.
I would like to see a highlight of all the knockouts. Like, if you guys could put a video together of all the knockouts you guys had, that'd be cool.
I'm already on top of it. Trust me. My plan is at the end of the year. What I'm going to start doing as well is I'm going to go knockout of the year, fight of the year, submission, and go from there. And just I'm going to make a special award for whoever and just mail it to him and go, there you go, buddy. You earned it. And so each year that's my plan now. But this show's still in its infancy, man. So like it's going to be awesome the next year and all the things that we plan on doing.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Sorry. What about we get our old guys together? Hopefully we can get Butch ready to go. I apologize.
Compo's all ready to go.
Yeah. Dude, like he had some stuff going on with his dad and stuff. I know he's got a lot of shit going on all the time, but he helps me out a lot. And it's like such a commensurate matchup. It's very fair, and that's a
Oh,
great match
absolutely.
for the two of them. And like, who else are they gonna fight? They're like 110 years old each, and like it's
Yeah.
great to watch them beat each other up.
Yeah, no. By the way, hi Tom. He's watching now.
What's up, Tom?
Hey, what's up, Tom? Tom's been all over. Tom's been getting attacked by people from Buffalo.
Oh God, I heard a little bit about that Butch and Jay.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that later tonight. Me and Ray are gonna break it down. We're gonna have like just to talk about it and like what we think about everything. So I've been quiet on social media because I want to defend Keith, but we'll do it in person.
Yeah, I got nothing but love for everybody in this situation. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, like I understand both sides, but like people shouldn't be like going in and cutting people down that don't know nothing about anything.
Right.
Like both sides have they have an argument, but like nobody should be talking shit about Keith. Like Keith lets people come in there and train for free. Like it's like if you have an open gym, man, like you're letting everyone train for free and they're doing it for years and years and years. Like that's that's a privilege. It's not like you should automatically be able to train for free at a gym.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's why I don't when I have sparring now. Like if I let you come in to spar and you're not one of my students, you're cross trained from another gym. Like that is a fucking privilege, and I've had so many people take advantage of it. And when they bite me in the ass, I go, "Okay, you're not coming back," or I go, "Cool, you can come in, but it's going to cost you money now. You can pay a membership if you want to be coming in sparring." So
Yeah, and I don't have like anyone can come in and drop in. I don't have any problems with that. And if we have like sparring and people are coming for free, I invite them now. So like we set up sparring. So like I
yeah,
bring people in to help my guys, but like I don't want my job's not to make the world better, it's to make my guys better. So I bring in
yeah.
people commensurate to the weight classes that we're fighting,
Yeah.
Usually it's the guys from Suk Team Muay Thai. We tend to cross train with each other a lot, but Jeremy's one of my best friends, so
For sure.
yeah. So that's how it works with our gym too. I used to have it be very open sparring, and then I was like, okay, there are some people I can't let in here. But it used to happen back when I trained in Cali too. We would have a day where it was just sparring, and I remember Sean Strickland used to come in and he would start shit, and I'm like, God damn! And like I was the only other white American in the room. So he'd say some things, and I'm like, I'm walking away. I am not being guilty by association right now.
Yeah.
Man, I can't imagine. You see, he just got in a fight at some
Oh
other
yeah,
promotion. That's
yeah.
crazy, dude. Just
Oh
charged
yeah.
some guy that wanted to fight, beat up one of his guys, man.
I'm
That's
not
nuts.
surprised. He's willing to throw down any and everywhere. It doesn't matter.
Gotta be careful, man. Like he's got so much money he can lose. Like it's
Yep.
different now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Crazy Sean Strickland story. And this is, I know I might be breaking some etiquette saying this, but I don't care. At King's, where we used to train, there were two mat spaces and there's a concrete floor in the middle, right? If you ever took it to one of their boys, as in one of the Brazilians or somebody who was making them money, they would fuck with you a little bit. And so one day he was taking it to Fabricio Verdum and he pushed him onto the concrete. And he goes, "Oh, sorry, let's reset." And what he didn't know was while he was taking it to Fabricio, a bunch of the Brazilians started getting behind him and not letting him out. And then they pushed him to continue, and he knocked out Fabricio on the concrete floor.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Fabricio must have been so much bigger than him then too. That was like when Sean still had hair and stuff, right? He was a
Yeah.
little bit smaller.
Yeah.
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 Holy cow.
Oh, the people I'm sharing with. Hold on. I got to open the door for the people who just knocked. I'll be right back.
All right.
We gotta get Sean Strickland on here, Caveman.
Yeah, we do. We got Ryan's waiting in the other room too, so we'll
Okay.
this one up and then we'll get the other one going, and then we'll do one
Yep.
about Keith too.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, he left.
We probably could end it here.
Oh, he's back.
Oh.
All right.
I jumped on, grabbed the phone, and then I hit the button. I have a room on the other side, but I heard Damien's parents knocking on the room next door, trying to get in. So I went and opened the door for him.
Awesome, man. We're gonna get going because we got another one going.
Yeah, brother.
How can we get tickets to your show? And where are they on sale yet?
They're not live yet. I was planning on dealing with that when I get back, but it'll be on elitefightingpromotions.com.
Okay, and then we'll post the links, and we'll be out this time again, and hopefully I can do right up on your show this time. Like I was really busy last time, and I appreciate you bringing me in to do the commentary.
You
And
guys are always more than welcome.
Yeah, we'll be down every show, man, and I appreciate you. I got a flat tire the one time, and it's still worth it, man. Like it's so awesome. The fights are so worth it, and like you're an awesome guy, man. I appreciate you. And thank you again so much for all your time, and thank you for taking me to your show. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, Ray. I hope to see you on the next one too.
I'll be there. I'm gonna be
brother.
driving Caveman this time.
Yeah, we're gonna ride together. Ray drove alone. He's a psycho. I don't know what you were doing, Ray. Like you showed up. I thought you were joking. I was like, I'll meet you inside. I thought it was like when you were in New Jersey and we're supposed to do a podcast.
All right, guys. Well, next time I see you guys, will be stateside. So.
All right, awesome, man. Thank you so much for coming on. There was Don Walton, Elite Fighting, one of the best promotions around. Check it out. Coming soon, September, when we're out.
Peace.